Gut. 750 Meter. Hier hinten ist also der Zugang zur Wüste. 3 Folgen hat es jetzt gedauert, aber wir laufen jetzt noch einmal von der Wüste weg. Da hinten ist der Zugang. Aber wir gehen natürlich chronologisch der Quest nach. Bin mal sehr gespannt. Gucken, auf wen wir hier treffen werden, ne?
We finally made it to Caravan Reebok. It's pretty lively here.
Alter.
So, just past this wall is the desert, huh?
Oh ja.
Oh, wow. Paimon remembers hearing people call this the Wall of Samiel. It's made to block sandstorms from the outside. Oh, if it's this tall, it's gotta be the divine work of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, right?
Ja, wirklich grandios und beeindruckend.
Enough gawking. Come on, follow me.
Teyvat? Ah, du. Oh, ist der denn jetzt auf... woher ist der denn jetzt aufgekreuzt? Allheitern?
Over here.
Okay. Oh, guck mal, die hat schon Meldungen gegeben da hinten. Die da. Aha. Das ist genau gesehen.
Went that way. Let's hurry up and follow him. Wonder what he's up to.
Der hat uns auch verarscht. Das wissen wir als Reisender nicht, aber immerhin als wir, ne? Also als ich. Und ihr, die hier alle das Let's Play zugeguckt haben.
What the... Where did he go?
Bitte send. Entschuldigung.
How did we lose him? They were just here a second ago.
More Aramite mercenaries? Who are they working for this time? Anyway, traveler, it seems like we were being followed again.
You were too careless. You should have noticed those hopeless amateurs trailing you a long time ago.
Was, diese Schwanze? Meint er, diese Schwänze sind, sehr unbeholfen? Ihr hättet die Schwänze früher entdecken sollen? Na hier, danke für deine Hilfe, Altheitam. Allheitam, warum? Ihn finde ich ja auch cool.
There's no need to thank me. I've never cared to keep track of personal favors.
Ja, egal, was du willst.
All I did was correct a mistake I happened to come across. It's a habit I developed at the academia.
You really gave Paimon a scare, Alhaitham. We never thought we'd run into you here. Last time we met at Port Ormos, didn't you say you were going back to the academia? Wait, don't tell Paimon that you're here to take us back on their orders.
Ich glaube nicht, Paimon.
Oh, so you've already landed yourselves on the academia's hit list.
Woo!
I can't say that I didn't expect it. However, had I wished to turn you over to the academia, don't you think you'd already be the Eremites' honored guests by now?
Oh, right. You do have a point.
Und wie ist es mit dir? Machst du bei diesem ominösen Projekt der komischen Weisen mit?
I have no interest in running errands for that project. As a scholar, I've always belonged to the camp that promotes researcher autonomy. And these days, you're more fascinating than anything the sages can offer.
So an mir. Wieso hast du nach mir gesucht?
Not quite. To tell you the truth, I'm still investigating the divine knowledge capsule. Unfortunately, I've run into some difficulties. Everyone says the capsule originated in the desert and was eventually moved to Port Ormos. If I am to get to the bottom of this, I must understand how the capsule first came to be.
Bitte auch nix.
Which brings me back to you and why you're so interesting. The leader of Ainul Ahmar used the divine knowledge capsule right in front of you, and upon seeing him, your expression became perplexed, and you were lost in thought for quite some time.
Ich habe nicht lange nachgedacht. Ich bin doch direkt angegriffen, oder?
To have that kind of reaction, I think you must have realized something. Are you interested at all in sharing what you've been hiding from me?
Dafür müsste ich erstmal vertrauen, Elhatham. Weil ich damals schon wieder ohne die Worte die Welt mich vergessen gehört habe.
Alhaitham, you really have a ridiculous eye for detail. What kind of person even notices or remembers stuff like that?
Die Situation ist etwas kompliziert, aber aktuell haben wir keine Zeit für Erklärungen.
So that's your answer. Well, I do work for the academia after all. So considering that, it is indeed wise to keep your cards close to your chest.
Das denkst du, ne? Auf Kopf gefallen bin ich auch nicht. Zumindest nicht für die letzten 4 Stunden.
But that does prove you do have some undisclosed information about the divine knowledge capsule. Am I right?
Nice.
No matter. Rather than simply learning the answers from you, I'd still prefer to investigate on my own.
Nö, wir stehen da Spaß.
Speaking of, you two are also headed to the desert?
Nee, wie gesagt, einfach nur zum Spaß. Wir wollten eigentlich gerade eben Sandkörner zielen, hier vor dem Eingangstor. Das war mein eigentlicher Plan, aber dann hast du uns dann wieder aufgehalten und ja, ne?
That's right. We have the same plan as you. But we don't really have any concrete goals at the moment.
Then I'd suggest starting with Aru Village. It's the largest settlement in the desert, so it'll probably have more resources and intel than anywhere else. Well, would you like to head there together?
Wie du möchtest, das eigentlich würde
It's
ich.
always better to travel with someone you know. Let's go.
Na gut. Wartet, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Gib mir nochmal 100 Folgen. 19, 20, 21, nein. So. Oh yeah, desert, we are coming now. So, hier ist der Holzwall. Über dein Fleisch, komisches Vieh. Rip, rip. Okay, hier ist ein See, der uns den Weg weisen will. Vorne haben wir irgendwelche komischen Typen. Da hinten sehe ich schon die Statue der 7. Wir wissen alle, wo wir hinwollen, ne? Oh yeah.
The wind knows me. There is no escape.
Alter, ihr nervigen Dinger, ey. Ihr habt ein Glück, dass ich eure komische, inaktive Selektorium brauche. Ja, dann sehen die. Finde deinen Frieden. Ist ein bisschen staubig hier, hä? Irgendein Skorpion.
Another test subject. That tingle?
Into the wind. Shine down.
Another Test Subject. In absoluter synchroner Stimme. Nee, ihr seid gute Testsubjekte für mich.
What do we have here?
Auch wenn er relativ wenig für mich bringt. Aber egal, Truhe ist Truhe, ne? Hopp. Was?
There is no escape.
Zuckelvieh, warum bist du in einem Baum? Baumangriff oder was? It was a ninja, I think. 7 Dendro-Teile. In jetzt noch 30 Sekunden. Ah. Ich glaube, wir sind hier richtig. So, aber erstmal hier huldigen wir mal der Statue. Oh, die macht sogar ein großes Gebiet frei, ne? Nehmen wir gerade so ein kleines. Auge der Sande. Aha, aha, aha. Okay, wir haben 3 weitere Gebiete hier. Welche doch alle relativ groß sind, ne? Eine Einmalsphäre. Ah, okay, wir können echt viel wieder hier suchen. Ja, gut. Arudorf. Die Statue so ein bisschen wiederhergestellt, ne? Will der irgendwas alles da bringen? 2 fehlen bis Stufe 4. Na dann. 10 Minuten, ja dann, auf geht's, ne?
Before us lies Aru Village, the safe haven of the desert folk.
Ja. Sieht auf jeden Fall interessant aus hier unter mir, ne?
Whoa, this landscape is really something else. What a cool place. Let's go check it out.
Das so lustig aussieht. Alter, Paimon, was stimmt bei dir eigentlich nicht? Die Karawane ist heiter, das Ding hier ist lustig, im Leben nicht. Die sind alle gegen uns. I've stated.
Sino. Unless my memory fails me, we have barely spoken 2 words to each other before now at the Academia. Would you care to enlighten me as to when and how I invited the General Mahamatra's wrath?
Oje, 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 was läuft denn hier bei denen? Wieso geht er auch gegen uns so?
Oh, Hatham. Do not think you can escape my judgment just because you managed to escape my attack.
Judgment? So that's how you'd characterize your actions here, is it? Or would elimination perhaps be a more accurate description?
Had I used my full strength, not even this traveler would have been able to stop me.
Aha. Ey, denk dran, ich bin auch ein 5-Sterne-Charakter, ne? Nicht nur du.
Though styled like an assassination, I sought only to ensure that my target would be unable to flee or resist. Standard practice for the Matra, as well you know.
Seemed to me more like your own personal touch.
Who is that, Al-Hatham? Did you call him General Mahamatra?
Ja, setz uns mal ins Bild. Das wird doch mal ganz schön, was hier passiert und warum er so einen Hass auf dich hat.
Yes. General Mahamatra Sino, head of all the Matra at the Academia. He's a formidable hunter, and the ultimate nightmare for any who have committed academic crimes.
You seem to have placed a lot of trust in Al-Hatham, to the point of blocking an attack for him.
Du hast uns aus dem einfach so angegriffen, aus heiterem Himmel. Jetzt habe ich es einfach angegriffen. Was stimmt bei dir eigentlich nicht? Und jetzt stellst du mich so zur Rede oder was? Alter.
If I were you, I'd never choose to side with him. I wouldn't believe a single word that comes out of his mouth.
Mein Gott, das weiß ich selber, aber trotzdem.
I have been pursuing this scribe for a long time. I urge you, stand back and do not seek to defend him any longer. Otherwise, there will be consequences.
Ja, ich hatte keine großen Stücke auf ihn, ne? Nur, dass du es weißt.
Has Al-Hatham done something wrong? Paimon doesn't think he's as bad as you've made him out to be.
I won't waste my breath explaining things. Haytham. I saw it during our fight.
Was denn?
Take it out. The divine knowledge capsule you're hiding on your person. Unless you want me to retrieve it for myself.
Very perceptive of you. Nothing escapes a mantra's senses.
Wait, the divine knowledge capsule? Didn't it fall into the Matra's hands in Port Ormos?
Also hat er uns angelogen. Ach nee, wirklich? Hast du es jetzt auch endlich mal gerafft? Was stimmt mit dir eigentlich nicht, hä?
No wonder you speak with such confidence, Sino. But I must admit, I'm very curious. What does this capsule mean to you? And why, as General Mahamatra of the Academia, are you all alone in the desert?
Gut, es scheint eben so eine normale Umgebung zu sein, ne?
As far as I'm aware, the other Matra have been speculating about your disappearance. Have you been given a mission that's, let's say, morally dubious?
Ja, aber die scheint ja gar nichts anzugehen.
If I was the real target of your mission, what was stopping you from simply using your authority and resources to judge me within the walls of the Academia?
Der Auftrag etwa von den Weisen?
I should have known you'd be difficult to deal with.
You two! Ugh! What should we do, Traveler? Paimon feels like we can't trust either of them!
Hatte der Reisende schon immer rote Augen? Okay.
Well, look at you two, acting all tough and self-righteous over
Ja,
there.
endlich.
Wait, Dia? Great! Finally, someone that we can trust!
Oh, nee, sicher?
You gotta help us out here, otherwise these two are gonna start fighting again!
Yeah, sure looks that way. Two giants from the Academia duking it out once and for all. Not something you get to see every day, that's for sure. Listen, I know you academic types love to fill up your big brains with self-righteous morality and lord your empty rules and virtues over each other. But how dare you bring your petty disputes into the safe haven of Aru Village?
Okay, da hat sie aber schon recht, ne? Geht in die Wüste spielen.
It seems like
Goodness.
someone's gonna have to beat some sense into your thick skulls until you finally learn to respect these grounds.
Keiner von beiden wagt es sich, von der hier ablenken zu lassen. Beide suchen sie nach einer Gelegenheit zum Zuschlagen.
Hey, did either of you hear a word I just said?
Brrr.
Whoa, what's going on? The wind's so strong! Is this a sandstorm? Paimon's gonna get blown away!
Another sandstorm? What's up with these recently?
Er ist weg.
Hey! All of you, over here, quickly! We have to take cover!
Someone's calling for us! Oh, this wind is too strong! Let's get over there!
That sounded like Candace.
Candace Stimme, okay.
Come on, you two. Jeez, are all of you Academia folks such hard work? Move it!
All right, stop yelling.
Okay, oh Mann, ey. Das sind zwei Streithähne, ey. Was denn? Ist nicht gerade entspannt hier, Leute, ne?
Well, this is pretty awkward. Hey, wanna play sardines with three people who wanna tear each other limb from limb? Sure, why not? Sounds fun.
Ja, Paimon, ich weiß, was du meinst. Wir haben selber gerade diese Impressionen hier.
The air is so thick and heavy. Paimon can hardly keep floating anymore.
My sincere apologies, everyone. This is the home of our village chief. I will have to ask you to make do with this small room until the sandstorm dies down. Please, let me introduce myself. I am Candace, protector of Aru village.
Our savior has come at last! Nice to meet you, Candace. The name's Paimon. Thank you so much for helping us.
Ja, vielen Dank hier. Immerhin. Der hat es nicht geschafft, aber du schon, die beiden Streithähne auseinanderzukriegen, ne?
There's no need to thank me. It's only right to help each other when the weather gets rough.
Okay, alles klar.
Wow, she's so gentle and caring, like a nice older sister. Unlike those guys over there.
Ja, hast recht.
All right. Now that we're all better acquainted, we should return to the topic at hand. As a guardian charged with the responsibility to protect my fellow villagers from harm, I was observing your conflict from afar, even before the sandstorm started. And now that you have set foot within our village itself, it is all the more my responsibility to make absolutely sure that you pose no threat whatsoever to us.
Übernimm dich nicht, junge Frau.
So please, have an honest and sincere conversation with one another, and put your hostile feelings to rest.
Ich hatte mir so Persona-Vibes.
If anyone dares to start anything again while they are under this roof, I will not hesitate to send them out for some quality time with the creatures of the sandstorm.
Oh,
Ich glaube, die macht das wirklich.
that Paimon may have misjudged Candace's character.
And that goes for you too, Miss Dia.
Was? Warum sie?
Do I make myself clear?
All right, we got it, Candace.
That's what I like to hear. So, which of you will begin?
I was supposed to be a mediator, but I might have gotten a little too involved just now. Anyway, one of those two should probably start talking.
Ja, erzählt mal ein bisschen, was läuft denn da zwischen euch beiden, ne?
Wait, that was you trying to be a mediator?
I have nothing to hide, so there's no shame in explaining myself. While Al-Haytham wasn't wrong about the other Matra not knowing my whereabouts, it's not because I've been assigned a morally dubious mission. Rather, I've chosen to exile myself.
Warum?
Huh? Exile yourself?
A little while ago, I discovered that there was data missing in the Academia's project planning and development files. What little they did report clearly did not match the project's actual progress.
Okay, also hat er der Akademie freiwillig den Rücken gekehrt, weil er wusste, dass da irgendwas Schräges abläuft.
As General Mahamatra, I had the responsibility and authority to request an audit. However, to my surprise, the person responsible for the erroneous data was none other than Grand Sage Azar himself.
Okay, das ist dann natürlich schon ein bisschen,
I tried to investigate the issue myself before submitting a formal audit request, but I soon found that all leads and potential pieces of incriminating evidence were carefully concealed from me.
Okay.
I began to realize that they were cautious of me from the very beginning. Unsurprisingly, the Grand Sage rejected my audit request as soon as the submission reached his desk. He even said to me, "The power of the General Mahamatra is granted by the sages. You have no right to judge us."
Na gut, das ist schon sehr verdächtig.
So they really are up to no good.
I realized then that to the Grand Sage, the Matra are nothing more than tools for the sages to assert and maintain their control over knowledge. The vows that we took, the principles that we strive to uphold, they are meaningless to the academia of today.
Ja, deswegen hast du dich selbst ins Exil geschickt. Oder auch dich ja, freimachen wolltest von diesen Intrigen und ja, dieser Machtbesessenheit der Weisen. Sympathischer Typ.
I believed it would be wise to flee the academia before the sages had a chance to take action against me. This way, they can no longer see nor predict my actions.
Und trotzdem jagst du noch Abtrünnige für die Akademie.
I will never give up on this investigation. There's no need for someone else to give me power or authority. Once I find the truth, I will administer judgment by my own name.
Okay.
Sino seems to have the same goal as us. We're all investigating the sages. Plus, now that he's no longer the General Mahamatra, he somehow feels a lot less scary.
Wir können ihm noch nicht vollständig vertrauen für den Fall dafür, dass er sich nur eine Geschichte ausgedacht hat, ne?
Well, Sino, if that's your story, then why did you see Alhaitham as a target?
When I was investigating the matter in the academia, I overheard a conversation between Alhaitham and a sage. The sages asked you to investigate a blonde-haired traveler. Do you dispute this, Alhaitham?
Okay, jetzt kommt's langsam raus.
What?
Like many parts of the project, this assignment was undocumented. Now throw in your suspicious behavior with the divine knowledge capsule, and I think we deserve an explanation.
Okay, das heißt also, Alhaitham wusste von Anfang an Bescheid und die Weisen haben sich auch von Anfang an schon vor uns in Acht genommen.
Yes. I was indeed tasked with investigating the traveler.
Okay.
Alhaitham?
Jetzt sei ich so überrascht, Paimon. Was hast denn du geglaubt?
After all, the promised reward was so great that hardly any scholar could have refused. The sage told me, once you've completed this assignment, I can give you a glimpse of divine knowledge.
Das ist wahrscheinlich das Wissen von Saguamosh. Ah.
A most enticing offer.
Unfortunately, those academics don't know me at all. Their words contained one key piece of information, namely that divine knowledge indeed exists. That gave me all I needed to know. From my perspective, the sages are far from trustworthy. Think about it. Isn't it a little strange they're so willing to share divine knowledge with anyone, even as a reward?
Ja, wir sind scheinbar sehr viel wert, vielleicht.
So, I began my own investigation following the lead of the divine knowledge capsule. In the end, I realized my wisdom in committing to this rather than collaborating with the sages. Had I been less guarded, I probably would have ended up like that Ainul Ahmar mercenary, incapable of remaining sane for long enough to hold a conversation.
Ja, das ist richtig. Solches Wissen sollten wir wahrscheinlich eher so peu à peu aufnehmen. Oder einem zuteil werden.
You mean that the sages originally planned to dispose of you, using one of those capsules that drive people insane?
Und was ist mit deiner Begegnung mit mir? Wolltest du mit uns kommen, nur um mich zu untersuchen, oder was?
I'd already given up on the assignment by then. I only told the academia I was waiting in Port Ormos for you to appear so they wouldn't suspect anything. So it came as quite a surprise when I encountered my erstwhile target while investigating the divine knowledge capsule.
Criminals do love to talk about coincidences.
Ach, Syno. Aber er hat dich auch ausreden lassen, also lass ihn auch ausreden.
Even though I ran into the traveler by chance, I had no intention of providing assistance to the academia. Also, you should remember.
Wotan?
You were the ones who decided to follow me and strike up a conversation after I left that tavern.
Ja, das stimmt schon, aber reicht das wirklich als Beweis?
That's true. Alhaitham helped us out at Caravan Rebat as well. Maybe he's telling the truth.
I'm willing to apologize, if that's worth anything to you.
Ja, wenn du jetzt gehst, ist sie ja doch schon irgendwie ein bisschen, ja, verdächtig.
I took the divine knowledge capsule behind your back because I judged its existence to be a significant risk. I felt that it would be best for no one to interact with it before it had been properly studied.
Wer gibt dir das Recht dazu, vor allen anderen das zu machen?
After all, curiosity often proves to be the most dangerous thing in this land.
You should be well aware, Scribe Al-Haytham, that curiosity can also lead you to danger and suspicion.
Hat irgendwie recht.
Answer me this. Did the sages share any information about their project with you?
Have I not made myself clear? You and I are both distrusted by the academia. Do you really think they would tell me anything?
Fine. Although you haven't completely proven your innocence, I won't regard you as an enemy, for now.
Okay, wir machen Fortschritte. Kleine, aber wir machen Schritte in die richtige Richtung.
As you wish.
Good. I'm glad to see you two clearing up your misunderstandings.
Yeah.
And now you, Dia. I believe it's your turn.
Ja, bitte.
Oh, sorry. Whatever the boys were talking about must have been so boring that I spaced out.
Was?
My situation is pretty straightforward. My employer, Dunyarzad of the Homayani family, is friends with the traveler and is currently recovering from her illness at home. I had nothing going on, so I decided to return to Aru village for a visit. I was actually looking forward to a pretty exciting time getting back together with everyone here. But then I saw these two random guys in the middle of a pointless argument. It ticked me off, and things went downhill from there.
Okay, der hier ist auch noch ein interessanter Charakter.
Is that all? Well, I will admit that definitely sounds like your style. In that case, welcome back, Dia.
That's more like it. I missed you all so much, Candace.
Was passiert jetzt? Wer kommt?
Whoa! What was that sound?
No need to worry. Now that you're no longer at each other's throats, please make yourselves at home. I'll take a quick trip outside to clear out some of those creatures in the sandstorm.
Creatures? In the sandstorm? Are you sure you don't want some backup?
Fighting in a sandstorm is not for the faint-hearted. Anyone without extensive training in these conditions is at a disadvantage. You needn't worry.
Na gut. Die weiß schon, was sie macht, ne? Jetzt immerhin die Einheimische. Wenn nicht sie, wer dann?
Yeah, just leave him to Candace. Don't worry, she's as tough as they come.
Wenn du das sagst. Einige Zeit später.
The wind's died down. That means the sandstorm's over, right?